Good morning. Here's our load. It is concrete blocks. It's a bit hard to see here in the dark, but it's only 8 pallets of concrete blocks. And it is snowing. It is snowing. We're in a Soyuz, and it's snowing in a Soyuz. Good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Thursday. We are gonna leave Soyuz here and climb up to Anarchist. And we will definitely be in snow by the time we get to the top. Because here the snow is just melting as soon as it hits the windshield, but that's not going to be the case as we gain altitude.
In 400 meters, turn left on Strawberry Creek Road, then take the first right.
So I'm just parked on the west end of a Soyuz, because a nighttime video I definitely want to drive through town.
Turn left on Strawberry Creek Road, then take the first right.
I know what I forgot to do. I wanted to clean my headlights. Let's do that. This road's pretty dead. I can probably park here, jump out, and wipe off
Turn left on Highway
the
3.
headlights. Let's quickly do that. So we're starting to get pretty dark. Okay. Let's get into town and then start our climb. I'm very interested to see how this camera picks up light on a day where the roads are wet. Coming. Let's hammer down. Soyuz in the dark.
2 kilometers, turn right on Krasnist Highway.
So the only thing I found on our first test of the nighttime video was that the reflections, all the lights are reflecting through the window, so you have a weird mirror effect on all the lights get doubled up. But when I did that test video, the roads were dry and not wet, so I'm really interested to see what the camera picks up on a wet road. And in town where there's lots of lights and out in the middle of nowhere where there's just dark and no snow, well, there's a little bit of snow. And then once we get into deeper snow, how the camera reacts to that. It's going to be super interesting to see. I predict when we get further up the hill, past all the switchbacks, I don't know where the snow is going to start, but once we get past the switchbacks, that it's going to pick up a lot of that light. Welcome to downtown Soyuz at night. It is 5:30 p.m. 5:25 to be exact, but who's counting? Look at all those Christmas lights. I do have 4 cameras up and running. Just so we can compare all the cameras. I don't know if we need 4 cameras at night, but we're gonna flip around between all the cameras. I suspect we're gonna use mostly the dash cam because
Continue on the current road.
I predict it's gonna pick up the light the best over here. So yeah, we picked this up in Surrey and we're delivering it to Grand Forks. I'll get to Grand Forks tonight and deliver first thing in the morning. Crossing over a Soyuz lake here. This bridge, under this bridge is a lake. It just gets very narrow here. The Soyuz Lake is an international lake because it goes into the US. So when you're boating on the lake, you gotta keep that in mind where the US border is and not cross the border, or else things will get exciting for you. Pretty good down here, so this is that wiper flipped way too fast for you guys? I almost have to run the wipers this speed because it's just snowing that hard. We'll see as we go up higher. I'm blowing cold air on the windshield. I don't want the snow to freeze onto the window, but going from this slushy snow to wet or dry snow can become very problematic. So you try to have that snow not sticking to the windshield, but yeah, and just see what happens. Why is there a truck on that side facing the wrong way? Maybe he's delivering there. All right, that's going to be it for the Soyuz lights. Now we get a little bit of dark as we climb. We only have 8 lifts of the concrete blocks, so should be a fairly quick climb. We just have to do Anarchist here and then E-Hold. I've never had a chain up for E-Hold, and I don't think I've ever chained up for Anarchist, so we should be okay there, I think. You never know. It could always be a first time. See, once I can use my, these are my dim, just normal lights. Once I can use my brights and my fog lights, see how much better the lighting gets. traffic we have to deal with. Looks like a car wants to pass me. Truck and trailer. Pickup and trailer. Far enough away I can use my brights again. Put our four-way flashers on. So I am slow. It's only 8 pallets of concrete blocks, but it's still enough to really slow you down. We're doing 55 kilometers an hour, which is about 35 miles an hour. The speed limit here is 80 kilometers an hour, which would be 50 miles. It is 1 degree Celsius out. And I guess I should say we are eastbound out of Soyuz, for those of you that don't know this road and haven't watched this me do these switchbacks 100 times. Let's see if I can slow the wiper down, because it would just be better video if I could do slower wipers. Yeah, that might work out. Starting to not melt all the way on the window. The windshield wipers are pushing snow to the edges just a little bit. Oh, it's starting to snow harder again. Coming at us at waves. You can almost see waves in the snow. That's kind of neat. It's pretty breezy out, so the wind is making the snow kind of drift. It's really wet snow, so it's only drifting in the sky, not on the ground, but kind of unique. Doing 49 kilometers an hour, which is about 30 miles an hour. Windows fogging up. Let's get more air movement. Higher speed, please. Now that worked. Oh, apparently the roads just like that turn white. Let's turn our lockers on. Wow, that happened quick. It's like I'm on black road, white. What? Wait a minute, I just blinked. What happened? That is early. This is going to be an interesting climb here. It is early to be this white. Hey driver, how slippery is it at the top of Anarchist? Oh, he's just a cube van, so...
But it's not going together.
Yeah. Can't hear too far away. I always find people can hear me better than I can hear them.
I'm up here now. Not bad. But, slow.
10-4, thank you. He's up there now. Okay, gotta remember we got lockers on. Oh, I gotta put in so much steering wheel. Truck just wants to go straight. Come on, truck, turn, turn. Oh, it's unnerving. Because with the lockers on, there are 8 tires on the back pushing that truck straight. And only the 2 steer tires that want to turn the truck. In fact, with the eight tires, everything locked up, they forcefully do not want to turn. So this is about the perfect load for a day like this. Like, perfect. That's excuse me. It's only 8 lifts of concrete blocks. And all that weight is on my drives. My pup is empty. My rear trailer is completely empty. And the bridge of the front trailer isn't even that heavy. So all the weight I am carrying is on my drives, giving me an extraordinary amount of grip. Compared to that load I was pulling on Tuesday, that max weight one, like max size, max weight, that load was not balanced perfectly. Still made it without having to chain up. Come on, turn just tighter than that. Let's go. I see a snow plow up there. I don't know if it's going up or coming down. Oh yeah, hang on, we don't even have our brakes on. Look at that. Gotta remember to turn those on. I can see clearly now. Well, the rain isn't gone. I can see clearly now that the lights are on. That fell apart very quickly. Snowplow coming down. Mr. Plow likes to run close to the center line, so I'm giving him lots of room. Okay, we're going to have to really slow down for this one, because the steers are not going to want to turn. Actually, I'm going to turn the lockers off. One's off, second one's off, perfect. Okay, I'm like, this is such a tight turn. Okay, turn the lockers back on. Engaged. Hammer down. See the snow drifting sideways in front of us. The wipers down a bit. Snow is starting to bounce off the cold window. A lot more of it anyway. This time of year I do more of my driving at night than during the daylight. During the daylight I'm unloading and loading. Actual driving, there's not a lot of daylight driving anymore. Because it gets dark by by 4 p.m. and I keep driving till 9, 10, or 11. Beautiful winter wonderland out there, just gorgeous. So everybody that always was saying that my lights suck, do my lights still suck? Or was it just the camera? It was like, your lights suck. You need to get better lights. It's like, no, it's just the cameras. Just the cameras suck. I mean, the cameras were great. Awesome for daytime driving. And I've been editing the last Monday and Tuesday's video daytime driving. The Osmo 5 compared to 3 are not that big of a difference. But here at nighttime, every time I switch back to the dash, it feels like I turn my lights on, right? Right? There's a difference. I know somebody's probably screaming, just leave the dash on, we only need one camera. The rest of the cameras are useless because how dark they are. Somebody down there is making that comment. And if you're going to make that comment just because I just said it, I'm going to forget that I said this, because this video is 2 weeks out from when you're watching and when I recorded it. And I'll be angry at you and send you an angry message back. I don't know what kind of angry message, but I'll send you something angry back. Or will I? I wasn't expecting the snow this soon. I was expecting it further up, like over here. I was expecting for the snow to start up here, not way down there. Flashers on because we're up to 55 kilometers an hour. I thought we were getting up to speed. We will though. Right after this corner. Speed limit's still 80 kilometers an hour. And a lot of this climb is between 6 and 8% grade. This load on. I'm not looking forward to tomorrow morning doing the pulse and with no load, doing the pulse and empty. Definitely not looking forward to that. Yeah, mountain driving at night has its own unique charm to it. Now that you guys can actually see the trees and there's a blinking red nose on that deer. Someone gave the deer statue. There's these statues, these big animal statues all the way up this road. Someone put a blinking red light on that deer's nose. I guess it's Rudolph. Speed limit just went up to 100 kilometers per hour, which would be approximately 60 miles per hour. More like 62 miles per hour. We are minus 0.5 Celsius. And no, I'm not giving you Fahrenheit. Whatever freezing point is, we're just below freezing point. Seeing taillights can be confusing. It's like, where are the taillights? That's not a vehicle in front of me. It's a vehicle pulled over at the rest area. Okay. I will not be doing 100 kilometers per hour on this stuff. That's just not going to happen. Climbing up, I quite enjoy climbing up on snow. Like, it's fun. I thoroughly enjoy this. I'm not even slipping or sliding around. But even if I was slipping and sliding around, I would stay in full throttle. Going uphill, you just stay in the throttle. Because if all of a sudden you start slipping and can't make a corner, lift your foot off the throttle and you straighten right out and you're good to go. It's the downhills. Driving downhill on this stuff, that's the scary stuff. Also, where's my lane? I think I'm too far to the center of the road. That's always a struggle in this kind of weather, is knowing where the road is. You guys living further south, you guys always know where the road is, and you don't get a white blanket on top of the road. Never drive closer to the shoulder than you can see tracks, because is there actually a road underneath that plowed section there on the right hand side? You don't know. It might just be snow that just filled in. nice and straight. There might not be a road underneath the edge where it's been plowed. A little bit of downhill here. Wipers are off. I'll just manually turn them on once in a while. Most of the snow is just bouncing off or aerodynamically being pushed up and over. Yeah, I'm too far in the middle of the road again. Days like this are just so much focus. Like at the end of the day, you're tired. Your feet are constantly working. There is no cruise control. And your hands are tired from constantly gripping the steering wheel. The wipers are getting loud because they're freezing. It is minus 1 degree Celsius out. Where's my road? Where's my lane? Best just to slow down and take your time meeting other vehicles head on. Whee! Hit the speed limit there for a little bit. Don't worry, we got a little more climbing left to do. Nice thing about having the more snow on the road here. Yesterday this was all black ice. Now that we have snow, snow is covering the black ice. The road is so much grippier on snow like this than on compact snow or ice. I'm also remembering I still have my lockers on, so I don't want to go too fast into any corner because the truck still wants to go straight. As soon as we get top of Anarchist, I'll turn those off. bit of hard climb here. A little bit. The rear end of the truck wants to slide sideways a little bit, but not bad. There's good traction here. Just because you're sliding a little bit doesn't mean it's bad yet. You just got to control the slide, that's all. To the top. The flakes are pretty small, so we're not getting any of that warp drive feel to the snow. Maybe a little bit. Oh, I thought that was lights. That's just the RV campground. I thought there was a head-on lights. All right, lockers off. We are up and over. Keep her a bit slower for this first section here because we have some fairly slippery turns in the winter. Sometimes they're a little sketchy. It's the corner my buddy calls the 30 wheel drift corner. It's the one where he scared himself on, and I've scared myself on that corner once before too. I don't know why, but this corner can be very deceiving. It says slow. And then 60 kilometers per hour. Normally we're doing 80 or 90 kilometers around this corner during the summer, but this is not the summer. I know, I'm giving throttle downhill. I'm in a rush to get down. Never be in a rush on this stuff. And I am not in a rush. For the record, I am not in a rush. I have basically an hour and a half of extra time to make it to where I want to sleep tonight. Hour and 45 minutes actually of extra time. choice where I'm putting my wheels, but I like the lighter white snow. I don't want the darker snow. I like to ride in the powder. That's where the grip is. The darker stuff has been driven on 100 times and is compressed down and has had hot tires that drive over it, melting it and then refreezing it over and over and over, making it a lot slipperier. I shouldn't be telling you guys that secret, because then you guys will be driving on it too, making that the hard stuff. Always looking for the fresh snow to drive in. Well, that's Bridesville. We just went through Bridesville. I accidentally stopped the video somehow. I just tapped on the phone to see what time it was, and all the cameras are running through my phone on the app, so I must have hit the record button. Oops, that makes editing harder. I wanted to see how long the video was to see if I wanted to end it, but I didn't want to end it like that. Way down there's a couple of farmyard lights. End the video once I get to the bottom and cross the bridge. That car over there on the left-hand side, that road goes to Mount Baldy. And here's the bridge. It's a huge, deep, deep, deep gulch, but you guys can't see that. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed something very different. Very, very, very different. Night driving in a snowstorm. I've been on and off in this since, well, when did the snowstorm start? Around noon. And then, yeah, noon it started snowing like crazy. Climbing up out of hope. And, through Manning Park, it was just like this. Nasty, but it was still daylight. And then down into Princeton, it was all snow. Snow all the way till Karamias. It got a little bit juicy. And then went back to snow up Richter. And then down in Osoyoos, it cleared up there for just a couple of minutes. And there's a Christmas tree down there. Cool. So I've been doing this for 6 hours. 6 hours driving in snow like this. So I've got an hour, a little over an hour left to go. Probably an hour and 15, hour, 20 minutes left of this type of driving, as long as it doesn't get worse. No nice trees for the light to bounce off over here. It's just road and some power line poles. But there's a tree. We'll see what this looks like tomorrow morning when we go over Paulson. Maybe I'll try to record tomorrow morning, going up and over Paulson. I mean, I've done that quite a bit, but maybe after this fresh snow, it might be kind of fun to do that. As long as I don't have to chain up. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Maybe just start recording at the top of the hill. That might be even better. Just in case I have to chain up, start the video where I chain up. We'll see. We'll see what tomorrow brings. For now, I am out of here. You guys absolutely rock. Oh, listen to that horn. It's got so much snow and ice buildup on it. That's different.